Welcome to an Age of Empires 4 casted game. In the color orange, we got playing as the Mongols, Kiljardi. And in the color blue, playing as the French, we got RaccAttack. Both players, really good players, sitting now in the top 30 on the ladder. So we should expect to have a pretty solid game so far. Now we got French against Mongols. Typically, I believe Mongols have the advantage here because French, a civilization that relies a lot on the gold to build their knights. As a Mongol, you may want to try to deny this, and we will see if Kiljardi goes maybe for a tower rush or maybe just try to establish some early harassment. And indeed, we see the barracks coming out from Kiljardi at 1 minute. He should be able to send those spearmen really soon. Meanwhile, RaccAttack already in the deer, a little bit far from his base. I feel this can be a little bit dangerous, especially because of the Mongols taking the initiative to attack. So let's see how he will handle this situation. Obviously, if you can start with the deer, you will have a huge advantage on the gathering resources, because deer just gather faster. I find it funny that all those gathering rates, you don't find them inside the game. Usually it's resources outside the game. So I find it, because I'm also a game developer, like, how will you know the deer is better? Like, obviously trying, right? But what about new players? Like, are they trying to, like, guess, like, why should I go to the deer? Because when I started playing Age of Empires, I remember, why should I go to get the deer if I can just make farms at my base, right? Why should I do that? And the reason wasn't very obvious to me back then. But anyway, we got a couple of bold Mongols going out on a mission. I wonder if Kiljardi knows where his resources are, and he doesn't. So far, he haven't scouted yet. Looks like he will have a little bit of luck. He will spot the deer here. And you know, this for me, sometimes it happens, like, I don't scout the base and I go to the wrong place, and then I need to turn around, and it's just, you know, it's very annoying, just because I lose so much time to build my tower, and now you know, the opponent can react, and it's just such a failure, right? But Kiljardi does it very well, sends the 2 spearmen right away to deny the gold. This will allow him sometimes for the knights to come out. Meanwhile, we will see how RaccAttack reacts to this. Got 5 villagers aging up with the school of cavalry. We got no more spearmen in the queue. He feels confident he can manage it with 4 spearmen. And actually, next spearman going to the deer. This is what I was talking about. Going to the deer is really nice, but I feel like so far from your base, you will be subject to get harassed by the Mongols quite easily. And now the Age-up goes through RaccAttack. Unfortunately, he needs just a little bit more gold to get that knight. So he decides to go for the archery range. I think that's a good call. He will be able to deal with this spearman. Unfortunately, the tower will go up, and with that, he won't be able to gather gold anytime soon. So he will need to migrate to this gold, a little bit far from his base, or this one, or this one. So it's a tricky situation, because maybe now the Mongol will try to control the narrative by putting more towers around the gold. Let's see if he does that. We see the first couple of archers going out. He should be able to deal with these two spearmen. I noticed that. I don't know if it's from my angle, but do they have hair now? I thought they used to be... Oh, they have the male and the female version. Right, I forgot about that. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Because they have like different voices, and when you mix them up, it sounds so cool. Now the other two spearmen will go to the next tower to secure it. And RaccAttack going for a second TC. Interesting choice. Meanwhile, Kiljardi already in the next age with the silver tree. You should be able to have a nice straight line here. Not in the super corner, but it's still pretty nice. Could be worse, like it could be here. And also we got the first couple of Keshiks out on the field. RaccAttack, because he cannot spend gold on the knights, he decides to go for double products to improve his gathering on the wood. He should be able to get the second TC really fast. Meanwhile, the gold still denied. Now the Keshiks will just come in time to deny the stone for RaccAttack, and looks like he won't be able to make that second TC. He can go to this stone here, but you know, such a bad timing, And now, you know, without Spearman, it's a little bit hard to deal with those Keshiks. Now the stone will be denied. How is his vision? He is stuck on his base. And now indeed he went to the second stone here. Meanwhile, Kiljardi destroying the stone camp. More Keshiks coming here. Trade already started. We see the first trader going out. Now he needs to deal with two things. He needs to survive the early Mongol pressure, and he needs to deal with the trade, because the trade, if it's not stopped, this will be terrible in the long run. If you got like at least like 20 traders, it's like an insane amount of gold that you can get compared to, you know, villagers just gathering gold in lower amounts. Such a nice design this barracks have. I often talk about designs of these things because I used to work at Ubisoft as a environment artist, which basically creates the levels and makes the levels look pretty. And I can appreciate how much detail these models have, like the colors and everything. You can see the people who work on this really know what they're doing. Now we got a little bit of engagement here, but it looks like the number of Keshiks are going to be enough to deal with any kind of army that RaccAttack has. It's a very tough position. And now he secures this gold. Now he decides, you know what, let's go for some villager kills. He didn't manage to get anything. So a little bit of an idle time. RaccAttack in a very tough spot. Very tough. Let's see what's the economy for these two players. Right now, Kiljardi with more economy, a little bit less wood, but he has the gold, so he should be able to produce better units with the Keshiks. Now the Khan has this super cool ability that can throw an awl, and you can check all the area. This is really good because the archers cannot attack without the vision, And now we got a lot of villager kills. We're talking about 6 villager kills. In this early stage of the game, 6 villager kills, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a huge loss for RaccAttack. He needs to bump his army, but the next tree line is also very exposed. Very exposed. He goes for a second archery range. Numbers are starting to go up for RaccAttack. Well, the wolf is... The wolf's so annoying. And they always put the wolf in the trade, so it's like you think they're attacking your traders, but it's always the wolf. More villager kills. And Kiljardi decides to go for the deer because he's running out of food here. And if you run out of food, then you need to go out because you don't have farms. And you cannot have farms if you want to have military. You need to decide which one you want to have. Now 9 Keshiks on the field. You can see more military numbers for RaccAttack, but the army value is higher for Kiljardi. He needs to make sure he don't lose these villagers, and he spots them out. He will try to get some villager kills. And indeed, he goes there. But a spearman should be able to block the attack. Now we got 8 traders. Traders are starting to get a little bit scary now. And RaccAttack, does he know about the trade? We believe he knows. This is the bug. Like, usually you go here, but I don't know why it's not showing like the vision for the player. Now he decides to go for this deer. And actually he got his second TC here. So he should be able to be in a better spot now. And now more harassment going on in this part of the map. More villager kills. We're talking about 11 villager kills, and now these villagers, I don't think they will be able to get back home. Yeah, that was really that was a tough loss. Meanwhile, let's see if Kiljardi knows about the second TC. Looks like he doesn't yet. And GG gets gold. This was Age of Empires 4. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a like if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.